Eventually. Meanwhile.
Alright, so we've got the engine all hooked up to the things it needs to be hooked up to. So now what we're going to do is hook it up to this board. I'm not going to go over this board in too much detail other than that this is the starter and starter relay, fuel pump switch and fuel pump relay, master switch for the computer stuff, and these all go out to a connector on the ECU. As you can see right there, and the rest of the stuff is just connectors go to fuel pumps or the connectors on the harness right here. But if you want to know how I did this or whatever, leave a comment below. Maybe I'll make a video on it. But the idea is that this is what I built. I didn't need to build that because I've done it very janky. But I built this so I could start the engine out of the car. Now as you see, we don't have a thermostat housing. We do not have a radiator. There's some other little bits and pieces we don't have. The point of that is because we're not going to run it long enough to overheat it. An engine without coolant will heat up quicker than an engine with coolant, but it's still going to take 5 to 10 minutes before it even starts to before the temperature even starts to creep up. So with that knowledge, I can start it, have it run here for a few minutes, listen to it, make sure everything is fine, and then turn it off. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. But yeah, it's time to hook shit up.
Crescent. Bring your chair in. I'll just center right here. This one.
Test something.
Spark.
Yep. Gotta get the ignition.
2 hours later.
So we spent the entire day, for the most part, diagnosing, trying to get this thing started. One of the things I realized over here, I had some connections backwards. That wasn't giving out the right voltage. Just like things I made, I had to switch them. Stupid me. Another thing is we were thinking the ignition coil was bad, and it might still be bad, but when we weren't grounding the igniter. The igniter is metal and it bolts to the chassis, and it was just sitting here, so we thought it's grounding. It wasn't. As soon as we hooked up a grounding clamp to it with a test spark plug, boom, we had spark. And then we just ran it. So Alright, so Jacob's going to come over. He's going to run the starter button since it's over there. And I'm going to try to adjust a little bit of the timing on the stripper over here. Because we got it running, but it wouldn't stay running at idle. Which, hey, could be the fact that I don't have that electric valve hooked up. Who knows?
Yeah.
I could very well be the problem. But I'm going to try to see if I can get it to run a little smoother. Because it was running when I had the throttle open, but it was running really... it was not running. It was almost running like there was a mist somewhere. So I don't know if that's ignition or if that's the cylinder head. So that's what we're gonna try to do now. Go ahead, Jacob. All right, and go. Definitely near that end of the timing. So, to turn up. Okay. Let's all this kind of stuff. What we're gonna do is let's go here. Still rolling? Alright, flip it on. Alright, start. Let's get this thing at top dead center.
Ready?
And alright, let's start her up. And let's go. Connect the damn distributor. Alright, now go. So it runs. It's the end of the day, so we're gonna pick up tomorrow, running it and then doing a leak down test. So anyway, see you in 24 hours.
The next day,
0.4, but if it's 0.7 opening, there should be no continuity. Right? That's what it said. So you're at what, 0.58?
7.9.
No. Okay. Let me see the thing. Well, don't read the number, just resistance in general. There's no number here.
Well, I put it on the most resistance. like all the way back is like in like the low 6. All the way the other way is in the low 6.
But it says gradually turn the sensor, the flex, but then it says use a thickness gauge to check continuity. So that means, but it says clearance between lever and top screw. So open up the throttle. Yeah, of course that's going to fall, yeah. Right, it should go down to no continuity because it's way over, you know. Okay. Actually, I think what we should be doing is putting a thickness in there of 0.75 millimeters, and then adjusting that till there's no continuity. You know what I mean? Right? Why are we at resistance?
I'm pointing to the wrong spots.
Top and bottom. I mean, not top and bottom. Top and the second one. Unless these shouldn't matter though.
No.
Positive, negative, it's just resistance. Oh, fuck. Look at the throttle position sensor on there. I didn't even think about this. Look at the way it's orientated.
Do we have ours on backwards?
No, we have ours correct for the Cressida.
Not
It's
for the
picturing for the
Supra.
Supra. So we were using the wiring diagram for the Supra 7MG, not realizing that the throttle positions the points in the opposite direction, and we're stupid.
Yep.
Okay.
So now we check for ohms.
Yeah, which should be between 4.25 and 8.
It's no load.
Yep.
Because it's too big.
Okay.
Wait, no.
4.25 to 8.25. Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
All right, now between throttle valve fully open between the second one and the bottom one. So change your yellow
Yeah.
to the second one.
Okay.
Okay. So while Jacob's been messing with that, I've been messing with the distributor. I think I've got it where it should be good to go. So we're gonna try to start this baby, and hopefully get a little better, smoother sound than we did before. Look up here. We will. Bring it in position. There you go.
Assume the position.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I wanted to check oil before we started today too. Huh? What? Think you say what? Very middle school, I think. Oil's still full. Obviously, we haven't been leaking any oil or burning any oil, except for a little bit at startup. That's another thing. So we put valve stem seals on here, and the thing barely smokes. It's so nice to have an engine that doesn't smoke. I used to have like really leaky valve cover valve stem seals, and whenever you start up a car, an engine hasn't been started for a while, it just blew smoke everywhere. This one surprisingly hasn't been doing that bad. So I must have installed the valve stem seals correctly.
Must have.
That's where I'm going with all that. I labeled them via pinout. What on the damn thing? Freaking
Big, yeah.
What the hell? Your phone?
No, I didn't hear you.
It's something I looked up.
It's gotta be something.
So me and Jacob just went through the circuit. What's happening is the relay seems to go on bad because we're getting power from the switch to the ground, and power is getting to the one side of the relay, but it's not jumping through. So it would seem like the relay went bad. We're gonna try to open it up real quick and see if we can make it work, and if not, we'll just bypass it because it's a cheap $30 fuel pump. I'm not worried if I blow the fuel pump, but you know, so that's what we're gonna do now. All right, Jacob, let's get the cutters. Oh, we got the cutters right here. let's cut this guy off.
1 hour later.
So come to find out, somehow this broke. Whereas if I so inside the relay here, there's a switch that clicks over when this magnet is powered. But for some reason, when it's now switched over, it sends out 2.3 millivolts when the switch is on. But if I turn the switch off and this is closed, if I hold it closed, it sends out 12.2 volts. So what we're gonna do is zip tie it shut, and then now the off is gonna become the on, and the on is gonna become the off for the fuel pump.
Oh, okay, I see what you said.
And rolling.
So I have the switch on up here. See what happens when we. Alright, so I think we had a bad jumper cable or something, where something wasn't connected. Maybe it was just too much grease on it. But now, as soon as we connect this, fuel pump's going to come on. As you can hear it.
And the return's coming in.
Okay. All right, let's flip on ECU. All right, everything should start now. Sounds low. Power. Voltage power. Feels nice.
You mean maybe the throttle's too far open?
No. The starter's barely moving.
Oh, okay.
It should be.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So I think we need a better ground. It doesn't do that one. And that's connected straight to the thing, right?
Yeah, it's a little nut on the bottom.
Yeah. Make sure that's tight. Check. Alright, and take that nice clean black ground off of that ground cable and put it back onto the motor mount. Right here? Yeah. Alright, let's see if that. Open the throttle a little bit. Just get ready to feed the throttle. Hang on. Make it smaller. Okay. You heard it, Katie?
Yeah.
Sounds like a monster, right?
Yeah.
She's like, you're my brother. Fucking psycho.
These extra. It's like starting up a carburetor engine. You gotta give it like a little gas.
Yeah. Like the RV, you gotta pump it a little bit. Get it prepped. Alright, everything's set. Throttle's set. Should be.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Ooh, that's my water bottle. It's okay.
It's a little I don't know if y'all noticed, when I pulled number 3, it didn't change. So something's wrong with number 3 cylinder.
But it was sparking when you went to go reattach
Yeah, it's definitely getting spark.
Yeah. Could be a bad plug, or a spark plug.
It could be a bad spark plug, or there's no compression in that cylinder.
I don't want to think about that, but yeah, that's...
I have a feeling that's what it is. Alright, let's kill that board. Let's get the socket. Yeah. Number 1 shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I was like, because I was holding on over there.
Oh, you grounded yourself.
Yeah. Alright, so we pulled number 3 spark plug. It looks fine. What I have a feeling is that since did I talk about this not working? So right now we've hooked up the leak down tester. We're zeroing it out. We got number 3 at top dead center, and we've got it braced so it shouldn't move. If you remember, number 3 was the one I did on the last video of the dremel because it was one of the worst. So yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna hold this here. We're gonna get the camera on that and see what happens. Go ahead, Jacob.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, look at that. Above 40 and going lower. Look at that.
I can hear it.
So yeah, so wherever it's leaking, doesn't matter. The dremeling didn't work on that cylinder. Now maybe if I take it off and I go back at it again, maybe. But it's one of those things like it's so much work to do that. It'd be best for me just to save up and get a professional to fully cut the thing. So the dremeling didn't work, but did work.
I don't know if it's going to be in the video or not. Are you sure it's not because the head's warped?
I don't think it's that.
I'm only offering that because this one, like all the others, it bows in the middle, so it does this instead of this.
But when we both down, we flatten it back out for the most part.
But I'm wondering if it's not flat enough.
Well, here's the thing. So if this was a metal head gasket in here, I would say it's that. Because metal head gasket, you have to have the deck and the head perfectly straight.
Yeah.
Because the metal can't absorb. What's on here is a Felpro gasket, which has like a chromatic type of coating, which allows it to take up the imperfections. That's what it's designed to do. Okay. If your head's not perfectly flat, it's designed to take up those imperfections.
So so it's probably...
Well, here's the thing. Let's refill this. Yeah. Let's try to figure out where it's leaking. Because if it's from it bowing,
yeah,
it's leaking out of the coolant.
Yeah.
It would be leaking out of the
Which
valves.
would be right here.
Right.
Or here.
No, there. Yeah, there. That hose. It'd be leaking out one of those.
Okay, so let's...
So yeah, let's refill it back up. Really?
1, 2, 3.
Fill out the front of the intake. Yeah, so, I mean, to me, that says right there it's the exhaust valves.
Yeah.
And those were the worst on number 3.
They were.
So, I think the dremeling would work if you didn't have as much damage as we had on this head. Like, this head had 40%, all that stuff, yeah. Some were really bad. So, I think if it was mild, the dremeling could help a little bit. But also, if it's mild, you wouldn't do anything to it. You would just keep going with it.
Yeah, you would just send it.
Yeah. So, I think what I'm going to have to do then, I'm going to have to save up. And I'm going to have to get a O'Reilly's rebuild head or AutoZone rebuild head or have someone rebuild it.
Yeah.
Before I even touch a block. So.
Yeah. But that means I got to do the same thing too.
Well, yeah, because we know this doesn't work.
This method doesn't work.
Yeah. All right. So, and on that bombshell, we bid you guys for. Oh, before we do, the highlight though is this works.
Yeah, that works. It can. We can start.
We know. We know we can start an engine and test it. We got oil leaks everywhere because we're using a used valve cover gasket. And it's not sealed all over the place.
And also too that the timing now for this is correct.
I figured out how to do it without a timing light. Without a timing light.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah. So yeah. Again, on that bombshell.
Yeah. Good and bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to do a Jeremy Clarkson.
Sorry.
James May and Richard Hammond, don't interrupt him. And on that bombshell.
Good night!